Boom! What is up, legends? Season 5 of COD Mobile is live, ranks are reset, and you know the question, what's the new meta? So, these are your top guns for Season 5, and trust me, we pushed them to the absolute limit. We are talking new gameplays with a ton of these bad boys. You're about to see the proof, let's go. Starting off, we have the one-shot terrors. In fact, we only have a single gun here, the LW3 Tundra, at the pinnacle of Tier 1 for sniper rifles. This gun has basically made every other sniper rifle take a long vacation. It has everything: fantastic hitboxes, a snappy ADS time for a bolt action, incredibly low flinch, and a decent fire rate. Whether you're quick scoping or holding down a mile-long sightline, the Tundra is the undisputed end-all be-all. Coming up next, we have the DMRs. Leading the semi-auto pack, undeniably at tier 0.5, is the Type 63. This DMR is basically an SKS on steroids. It boasts AR level sprint speed, ADS time that can rival SMGs, and a fire rate that lets you spam those 2-taps with terrifying efficiency. In a meta that's all about aggression, the Type 63 keeps up while delivering knockout blows. It's the undisputed king of the semi-auto world, a straight upgrade in almost every conceivable way. Still a very respectable tier 1 pick, the SKS. While the Type 63 might outclass it in sheer versatility and speed, the SKS has its niches. If you're a more traditional, long-range DMR player, its hit scan nature offers incredible consistency. Plus, its hitboxes at those mid to long ranges can sometimes feel a tad more generous for securing those crucial 2-taps. It's slower, yes, but in the right hands, it is still a head one-tapping machine. Now we have the unyielding Bastions. Sitting comfortably in tier 1 for passive dominance is the MG42. This LMG is just unfair. It's like an SMG that decided to bulk up. It's got the fire rate of 1-2. It has 0 recoil, and flinch is just a myth when you're behind this beast. Hipfire, surprisingly amazing. Mobility, better than an LMG has any right to be. The only things you need to watch out are that initial sprint to fire, which is pretty slow, and the eventual reload. But if you're posted up, raining down fire, unstoppable. At tier 1.5, we find the reliable KN44. This is your classic mania that can hold its own. It boasts a solid 4-tap range, and if you can consistently hit those upper body shots, you are rewarded with a very spicy 3-tap time kill. You only need one chest shot, by the way. The recoil is manageable, and its PSA is nothing to sneeze at. Just remember, it's not a run and gun monster. Play your angles, control your sprays, and the KN44 will serve you well as a dependable anchor. Also at tier 1.5, the PKM. This is the quintessential LMG, slow, steady, and absolutely terrifying. Top tier time to kill, good recoil, a massive 200 round belt that says suppression is my middle name. Its biggest drawback, mobility. You're not winning any races with this thing, but if you're locking down a hard point or holding a crucial sightline, the PKM turns you into a human sentry turret that enemies will think twice about challenging. And another tier 1.5 contender in the anchor department, the RAL-MG. This LMG is the PKM's angrier brother. We are talking an incredibly consistent 3-shot kill potential and great range. The trade-off, even slower mobility and handling. But hey, with overkill in the mech, who cares? Keep this bad boy in your back pocket for when you absolutely positively need to delete someone from across the map. For pure, unadulterated stopping power from a fixed position, the RAL-MG is a monster. Next, let's talk about those chameleons of the battlefield, the flex weapons. These are your go-to guns for adapting to any situation, any map, any crazy enemy push. And leading the charge, still untouchable, in a league of its own, at tier 0.5, it's the USS-9. Seriously, were you expecting anything else? This beast is an SMG that thinks it's an AR, with a 3-tap potential that stretches out to ranges that should be illegal. Mobility, check. Damage, double check. Recoil, what recoil? If you're not running the USS-9, you're just giving the enemy team a handicap. It's still the undisputed king of versatility, making 3-tap ARs blush with its consistency. Hot on its heels in tier 1, we've got the BP50. Think of this as the AR that downed an entire pre-workout tub. The mobility is insane, letting you zip around the map like an SMG main, while still packing that assault rifle punch. It's forgiving, sprays bullets like it's trying to win a water gun fight, and with a hefty mag, you just point, shoot, and let the scoreboard do the talking. It might not have have the raw time to kill of some specialists up close, but its sheer speed and ease of use keep it firmly in the top tier for aggressive flex players. Also in tier 1, the Mighty Odin. This thing is the definition of high-risk, high-reward. It hits like a freight train. We're talking 2-tap potential that makes enemies delete the game. Sure, the fire rate is slower than a Monday morning, and if you miss, you're probably heading to the respawn screen, but land those shots, absolute devastation. It's still the undisputed heavyweight champion for players with pinpoint accuracy who love making a statement with every pull of the trigger. The nerfs barely tickled it. It's still a monster at holding down lanes or cracking open objectives. Still shredding in tier 1, it's the HVK-30, the old reliable. This gun has been a meta staple for so long, it's practically got tenure. That large caliber mag turns it into a 3-shot menace up close with a 2-shot headshot potential that's just disrespectful. Its main con, you guessed it, that magazine size. You'll be reloading more than you'd like, but the sheer damage output and excellent handling make it a top contender for those who can manage their ammo and hit their shots. If you're struggling, it's probably a skill issue, because this gun works. Rounding out our tier 1 flex category is the XM4, the new kid on the block that quickly cemented its place. Think of it as the Type 90's more aggressive gym bro cousin. It's got that consistent 4-shot kill, but it brings up a bit more speed and a more reliable 3-tap to the head in those crucial mid-range fights. The recoil is a straight-up laser beam once you get the hang of it. It might not have the extreme range of some others, but in a meta that still favors aggressive plays, the XM4 is a solid, dependable workhorse. Now for the guns that are this close to breaking into the absolute top tiers, the ones that can still put in serious work and absolutely deserve a spotlight for their unique strengths. And in tier 1 of honorable mentions, the trusty DRH. This gun is still a solid contender. It brings that fast and consistent 3-tap time to kill, coupled with good BSA and manageable recoil. It's slightly outshone by some of those absolute monsters on the main list, especially the USS-9, which just does its job better. But if you love the feel of the DRH, it can still absolutely hang in there and win you some gunfights. We've also got the VMP here, the newly added gun this season. It has the makings of a great aggro SMG. Though this will require a bit of playtesting, it could be a potential Fennec replacement. It has a great magazine capacity, pretty tight hip-fire spread, and a good time to kill, assuming you don't hit legs, of course. Now, it does have somewhat slow bullet velocity and a fair bit of recoil, so you might have to watch out for that. But of course, this gun was gonna be decent. It has a mythic after all. Now let's talk about these guys, the weapons you pull out when you want to make the enemy team question their life choices. The dishonorable mentions: use them, abuse them, and maybe have that mute button ready for the enemy chat. Leading the charge in toxic efficiency at tier 0.5 is the Man of War with thermite rounds. The Streak Ender, the post-mortem menace. Land 2 shots, and even if they take you down, that thermite burn is there to finish the job. It's infuriating to play against and ridiculously effective at ensuring kills. If you want to guarantee someone doesn't enjoy their nuke, this is your go-to. Just be prepared for the assault. At tier 1 of the Make Him Rage Quit category, the Jak-12 with Dragon's Breath. If the R90 had an incendiary full auto cousin that loves barbecues, this would be it. Hold down the trigger and turn the hardpoint into a fiery inferno. It's got crazy range for what it is, and the sheer area denial is oppressive. Runs out of ammo quick, so don't get too trigger happy. But for pure, unadulterated chaos, the Jak-12 delivers. And rounding out our dishonorable mentions at tier 1.5, the VLK Rogue with Dragon's Breath. Imagine a KRM, give it a faster fire rate, longer one-tap potential, and then set it on fire. That's the VLK Rogue. It's not affected by Dockless or Flak Shacket, just like the Jak-12, against its raw pellet damage, making it brutally effective. The pellet count is lower, so you need to be more precise than the KRM, but when those fiery shots connect, it's devastating and tilts enemies off of the face of the planet. Finally, for the adrenaline junkies, the entry fraggers, the players who live for the chaos of close quarters combat. If you're breathing down the enemy's neck, these are your tools of the trade to absolutely dominate those up-close and personal gunfights. And first off, at tier 0.5 is the CX-9 Burst. Wait, an SMG that's not a shotgun feeling like one? You bet. This thing has arguably the fastest consistent time to kill in the game. Excluding one-shot weapons, the mobility is off the charts. You're practically teleporting. The only real downside, that tiny 12-round mag means you're real overkill, or if you're an S&D god, the CX-9 Burst is a pocket rocket of pure destruction. In tier 1 for the SMG speed demons, it's the classic Fennec. This thing still fires faster than a caffeinated hummingbird. The hipfire is pinpoint accurate, the mobility is top-notch, and it just melts enemies in those face-to-face engagements. It's a calm-tested veteran for a reason. Sure, it struggles a bit once the range opens up due to flinch and recoil, but in its prime CQC habitat, the Fennec is a buzzsaw. And of course, the Garena Nightmare fuel itself, the KRM-262. Holding strong in Tier 1, the quintessential point-and-click adventure. Insane one-tap consistency, fantastic mobility, and a hipfire spread that feels almost magnetic. If you can flick, you can dominate. It might take a moment to be ready for the second shot if you miss, but when it connects, pure satisfaction, and a trip for your enemy to the kill can. Finally, we have the R90 shotgun. Think KRM, but with a get-out-of-jail-free card. That rapid second shot makes it incredibly forgiving if your first blast doesn't quite finish the job. Nice. Or if you're facing multiple opponents. It's got surprising reach for a shotgun, and that quick follow-up makes it a terror in objective modes. The R90 gives you the confidence to push hard and clean house. Let me know your top 10 guns in the comments down below. Lock and load, going dark.